The channel that we see in front of us right here has made around $12,000 in the last 30 days. And if you don't believe me, let's actually look at the RPM. So here we can see it almost has a $13 RPM. Now we can see that NextLab is here not 100% correct when it comes to, the views the channel got in the last 30 days and also the money it made. Let's actually have a look. So here you can see 900,000 views in the last 30 days. This is absolutely crazy. This is one of the most simple channels I've seen in a very long time, making so much money, if I can say it like that. And in this video, I'll show you guys exactly how you can replicate a channel exactly like this. You can do this in so many different ways when it comes to the channel. We can see here the oldest video is literally 4 weeks ago, 90,000 views, and the most popular video has 135,000 views and is 3 weeks old. So we can see the last very viral videos are all 2 weeks ago, but that does not matter because we can still absolutely blow up in this niche. Now, something we can see though with these thumbnails is they're very weird, if I could say it like that. We usually, when it comes to thumbnails, we don't want to use 3 different colors in the text. It's usually very distracting. So there's so many things that we can actually improve when it comes to this channel. And I'm very sure we can absolutely blow a channel like this up. All right. With that being said, just very quickly, a quick disclaimer. This video is for educational purposes only and is not financial advice. I'm not a licensed advisor. No results or returns are guaranteed. Always do your own research and consult with a professional before making any financial decisions. With that being said, for the people who don't know me, I'm Steffen. I've made hundreds of thousands of dollars with faceless YouTube channels. There at the back, you can also see 2 of my play buttons. So one of golden one silver one, and the rest is standing here around in the room. Then I've also helped hundreds of other people do the same thing. For example, here Martins, we've helped to make $31,000 in one single month. Here, a student we took from literally under $200 a day to a $600 day, just as an example. And here a different one from literally $0 to $24,000 a month. Here $12,000 a month, and many more. If you're interested in getting the same results or similar results, check out the first link in the video description. Book a completely free one-on-one call with me and we'll just have a look if it would make sense to work together or not. All right, with that being said, we also do have a completely free Skool community with a completely free Skool community course, if I can say it like that, or with a completely free course. Check it out, second link in the video description. Make sure to join through the link, otherwise you will not be approved, okay? And then any questions, put them in the comments. Now, to the channel. Let's actually quickly have a look at the video quality and at the channel overall. So first thing, we can see that the videos are quite long. So we can see the videos are around about 30 minutes long. From the niche research videos I've made, you guys should know that we then have to go ahead and create longer videos. So at least 5 minutes longer, all right? That's something we do. For the rest, if we look at the videos, we can see the videos are extremely simple to create. In my opinion, it's mainly going to be, story blocks and stock footage. You can kind of create a video like this with stock footage, and then just images from Google, as we can see here. So all in all, these videos are actually very simple to create. Awesome. Let's jump right into it and let's get creating a video like this, or let me show you guys exactly how you can replicate this exact same channel. All right, so the first thing we need is obviously a channel idea, a banner, a logo, all of these things, or a channel name. Now, something when it comes to the channel name, I would always recommend you guys to kind of let me just show you guys how that would work. Let me show you what I mean. Okay, so it's always the easiest for me to just show you instead of explaining. So let's go to ChatGPT. That's what we're going to use to kind of figure out the channel name. So we can tell it, hey, I need a channel name for a channel I want to create in this exact niche. Make it a personal name like Jake, Steffen, etc. Combined with something from the niche. So something we like to do these days is kind of use characters for channel branding, kind of. It just keeps your channel way safer when it comes to YouTube. So let's see what it gives us. It's now going to give us a bunch of channel names. So this is kind of the first thing you do whenever you want to start a new channel. So let's see what kind of channel names it gives us. Jake finds houses, Jake loves houses, Jake's next town, all very good. Jake explores living, awesome name, awesome channel name. Jake relocation guide. So it doesn't specifically have to be Jake now, it can literally be anything. But we like to do this to kind of keep our channel as safe as just possible. All right, so now we have our channel name. Here, the video description and all of these things we can also just write with ChatGPT. Now we have our channel name, now we need some video ideas. So what we do for that, I have specific prompts for that. I always say YouTube is not hard anymore. Nothing of YouTube is hard because we have AI these days. It just makes the whole process way more simple. So for video ideation, I have this specific prompt here. Pretend you are a YouTube guru and a faceless channel expert. Write me a prompt to copy this style of video ideas. I want a perfect ideation model. I always say this name wrong or this word wrong. Write me video ideas based on these outliers that performed well on their channel. Target clickbait and CTR. Write me an expert prompt to give ChatGPT. So we're just gonna copy this exact prompt. Then we're gonna go to ChatGPT. We're gonna just open up a brand new chat, paste it inside here, like this, boom. And then what we're gonna do is we're actually gonna screenshot the top videos from this channel because that's what we kind of want to take inspiration from. Then we're just gonna let this load and we're gonna shoot it into the chat. I always say, guys, you literally don't have any excuses why you're not running a faceless channel in 2026. If you didn't get started because you're scared of getting started, you're scared of getting or going into the wrong direction, check out the first link in the video description. Just book a call with me and, you know, I'll be on the call, make sure to guide you into the right direction. So while it's analyzing, let's keep on waiting. I'll maybe just pause the video very quickly and just wait until it kind of starts giving me some text here. So I'll get you guys back. All right, so it just started writing me the prompt. So what we asked it to do is to kind of give us a prompt that we can then give to ChatGPT to, you know, help us with, what's it called, video ideas. So it's gonna be quite long because it's obviously analyzing this whole kind of channel. And it's gonna make sure that it's gonna give us video ideas that are very similar to the outliers of the first channel. So I'll just copy all of this and then we can actually rank this as well. So we'll copy all of this, boom, just give it back to ChatGPT and now ChatGPT is going to give us a bunch of different video ideas. So here below are 20 dangerously clickable outlier style video ideas engineered exactly for faceless long form channels, chasing 8 to 15% click rate, this BS. But yeah, so video title, 12 places in America where housing is basically free. Crazy. Clickbait text, free housing, right? 10 US towns that quietly pay you to live there in 2025. These titles are super, super good. Very good ideas. Like these are titles I would click on if I was if I didn't have that much money and I would live in the US, right? So let's actually copy this and then just save this somewhere. Where can I save it? Let's just save it here. Let's just continue. So the next thing we would have to do is to write script, right? So here we have a prompt again. We have our video topic now. Now we need to write a script. Now we have a prompt for that. Here's a faceless YouTube automation niche I want to copy. Pretend you're a professional script writing genius and guru. These are the best performing videos, so we can replicate their success and virality. Using the script I'm going to provide you as a reference, write me a prompt to give ChatGPT to write me a script, but for the topic, boom, all right? Make sure it's insanely optimized for AVD and viewer retention and flows the exact same as the reference I'm about to provide. Make me the prompt and also include the script in the prompt. We're just gonna copy this, boom. We go back to ChatGPT, again, open a brand new chat, boom, gonna enter this. Then we go here to the most popular video, copy the link. And then what we're gonna look for is, just give me a second. What we're gonna look for is a YouTube video transcript like this, boom. We're just gonna click on this, gonna look that up like that, right? Now it's going to give us the whole transcript. In the meantime, while it's doing that, we can already go ahead, screenshot this again, go to ChatGPT, paste it inside here, then get the transcript and also paste it into there for ChatGPT to then give us a whole like a prompt that we can give to it to write us a very, very, very close script to like from the style now as the original, right? We always want to work with what has already worked. What are the viewers, how do you call it? What are the viewers used to? Because that's what's going to work, right? So now it's giving us the script here. Copy the script into ChatGPT. Oh, copy paste the script. So here we have the video topic. So let's just wait for this to continue. And then I'm just going to copy all of this. Copy. Then we'll just have to add the reference script again inside there. Final. Begin immediately. Do not explain your reasoning. Okay, we'll just put it like this. Wait, maybe let's take the last bit as well. So just going to copy all of this until here, paste it inside here, get the transcript again, paste the transcript into here, paste entire, boom. And then at the bottom, what we're always going to do is, because the video is super long, so we're going to tell it, write me the script in 1000-word segments and ask me to continue. In total, I want, let's say, for example, 4,000 words, just as an example. And then we're just going to paste. And now it's going to start writing us the complete script. All right. So until now, we literally, the amount of money we had to pay, like you can even do this with the free version of ChatGPT. I always recommend the paid one. It's like $20 a month or something. And by the way, if you're, doing like the script, something I would highly recommend you to do is kind of click here and do deep research, because that's always going to give you a way better script with, like, how must I say, with more accurate information, if that makes sense. So here we have the script. There's a town in America where, there's a town in America where the city will literally, this is a bit random, but yeah, could be correct. We don't have towns, like I live in Namibia, so we don't have towns and cities, or the same thing. Will literally pay you to show up with a laptop and a mailing address. Not a joke, not as a sweepstakes, as a policy. So a good script, like it's probably going to be exactly the same as the original. So here number 10. So it's going to go from number 10 to number 1, which I always like to do. So now we have our script. It looks quite good. We just need it to kind of continue. So now we're just going to tell it to continue. Not going to do it until the end now. I'm just going to copy this like here until here. Next thing we need, right, is a voiceover. So for the voiceovers, what we always like to do is we listen to the competitive videos and take a listen to what kind of voiceover are they using, right? And then we're looking for a similar voiceover. So let's play this. Boom.
Number 8. Vieques, Puerto Rico. Vieques has beaches where the water glows blue at night. And
I don't even like this voiceover too much, but yeah. We'll look for a similar one. Now, what you can do here is you can either use ElevenLabs or you can use GenAIPro, all right? ElevenLabs is almost the old version that most people still use, but GenAIPro is basically the new ElevenLabs. It has very good voices and it's way cheaper. So it's for a million credits, you pay like $22. On ElevenLabs, I think that's already, man, it's quite a lot of money. I think it's like $200 or something already, right? So, what we do is we click here on labs, right? There you can paste our script inside here, obviously the whole script, not just like the small part. And then we go here to filters. We can filter, so we want a male voice, and then language is obviously English. Here we can filter middle-aged. I think that will be the best. And then here we can choose an accent and we apply the filters. And then we can scroll through here and kind of, see here what kind of type voice it is, and we can choose from these voices a voice that we want to use on our videos, like for example this one, just as an example. Nah, this one is bad.
Make theory talk.
No, what means bad but doesn't fit?
Be sure that your
No.
My voice is the voice of calm, confident narration.
No.
A failure
Let's actually go to filters again and rather use social media like that. Boom. Let's see what it gives us.
The most important
No.
experience,
No.
elegant design is
You want to take your time with this because if you start your channel, you want to have a voice that, that fits the channel somehow, right? So let's say, for example, this one.
101 point.
No, that's too much.
The ideal committee is one with me as chair.
No.
Life will either shrink or expand.
No, it could be good, but let's see this
The
one.
story of our world.
No.
Bronny's my name.
No.
With over 600 sermons.
The voices are good, but they just don't fit the channel. So let's see this one.
Hello, and
No.
The years teach much, which the
This one should be it. No.
By being in harmony with your environment.
Boom, here we have it. Bob, deep and insightful. So we can just use this voice. So we just click there. Then we're just gonna create voice. That's gonna create the voiceover for us now. One thing with GenAIPro, I always want to warn you guys beforehand, like I'll link it down below. Sometimes it takes a little bit for the voiceovers to load, right? Sometimes it takes a little bit for the voiceovers to load, all right? Okay, so now the next thing we need is we have our video title, right? Which we can see, where did I paste it? Here, we have our video title, right? The video title is already quite good, but something I like to do is I like to add power words if possible, because power words often kind of push the video title a little bit, right? Can you give me some power words for this video title? Whoops, boom. And let's see what it does. So I always like power words while this is here generating. We'll look into that. Can you, let me just ask ChatGPT, can you rewrite this title with power? Let's see what kind of different versions, because sometimes you just have to play around with it a little bit. Sometimes it comes up with really good voices. So here, 10 US towns that quietly pay you to live there in 2025. This is actually 2025, so that's something you have to be, you have to check that it's actually 2026. These ones are not good. Money focused in US pounds that will pay you cash to move there. It's okay. Like until now, I still like the main one the most. Power words in this one is a bit difficult, but power words are always good to use in your titles, all right? Okay, next thing we need is a thumbnail, all right? Actually, the next thing we need to do is the editing. I'm not gonna show you guys exactly how to edit videos in this video because that's just gonna, take way too long, right? And editing, I would rather just if you can't edit, just outsource the editing. For a video like this, you're probably gonna look at like $30 for just the editing, right? You can obviously always get it cheaper. Like I, for example, pay around about $15 per 30 minutes of videos. Our videos are obviously going to have to be a bit longer, so around about 35, 40 minutes. You can probably find someone for $30. Yeah, editing is very basic. All we need is literally stock photos, stock videos, and that's kind of it. For the thumbnails, all right? That's the next thing we want to do now. Okay, so actually gonna make a screenshot of this. Then we're gonna go to ChatGPT again and just open up a brand new chat, paste this inside here, like that. And then we have to go to the prompts again, okay? Now for the thumbnail design, I have a very good prompt as well. Pretend you are a professional thumbnail designer. Write me a prompt to copy these exact style of thumbnails, target clickbait and CTR for the topic. Now we just have to exchange the topic. So we're just gonna get the topic right here. Then we're just gonna scroll down again and replace the topic, okay? So now we just take this, paste it inside here. Now ChatGPT is actually gonna write us a prompt to create the thumbnail. Let's see if this is done. Not done yet. As I said, like sometimes GenAI takes its time when it's creating voiceovers. But yeah, I would say, do you want to pay $20 for 1 million credits, or do you want to pay $200, right? So just one thing for the thumbnails, you will see ChatGPT is not the best at creating images, right? But we're still going to use ChatGPT and try to do it now. So I'm just going to tell it to not use any text, because text I usually add later on. Do not add any text to the image. Text I always add later on. All right, so let's just paste this inside here. Now let's let ChatGPT do its thing. What I also like to use is GenAI, not GenAI, but here OpenArt, right? Where I paste in my my prompt, right? Then the cool thing about OpenArt is that you can literally use like different versions here. You can play around with them until you find something that works very well. Let's use just as an example Nano Banana and generate the images. Let's just make sure it's here correct. Boom. And let's generate the image on here. And then ChatGPT is also generating on this side. And then we'll have a look how it looks and if we can use it. All right. In most cases, it takes a little bit, like a few kind of generations to finally get something that would work. So here, just as an example, this would not like, especially like I would probably have to change up some things here. I should have told it in the beginning to not add any text into our thumbnail, but that's okay. This is not bad. But what I would recommend you guys to do is to kind of play around with all of these different kind of thumbnail generators. Let's see, where's the text here? Is there any kind of text? No. Okay, there's no text. So here, for example, we can now, because this isn't good, right? So here we can now, just as an example, tell ChatGPT like, hey, we don't want, for example, the arrow, the money, all of these things. Although this doesn't look too bad, like it's not the best, but you can always make it better, right? So let's just wait for this to finish. While it's actually loading, let's have a look if the voiceover is done so I can just show it to you guys. Actually not done, taking forever. This actually happens because GenAI is very overloaded. I don't think they have such a big kind of system, and a lot of people are using it, right? So that's why it's sometimes taking a little bit. But yeah, for the thumbnails in general, for the images, you can also just get images from Google. These ones here do look kind of AI generated as well. So I'll probably also generate my images with AI. But here again, super bad thumbnail or super bad image. You have to play around with the prompts, with like all of these things until you get something that like works really well for you. So yeah, this is kind of how you create a channel like this. You literally go ahead and upload the videos and you just repeat the process. Yeah, pretty confident that a channel like this can work very, very well. And yeah, if you go into this niche, one thing I would not do is use so many different colors in the thumbnails. It works, so I would do it for here and there, but I wouldn't do it like all the time and see if I can find something better. Yeah, with that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Keep in mind, if you're interested in working close with me, check out the first link in the video description. We help you pick a niche, and then make sure, as I've said, to book your call, and then we'll speak one-on-one and see if you would be a good fit or not. And then I'll see you guys in the next video.